Hello. In this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to create this scene. Open Point Setup Composition. It will be our first step. In this composition, we gonna set pin position, text, and line route. As you can see, we already have a text lines and pins in our composition. Choose Pin Comp Layer. Go to Effect Control Panel. Here you could change the destination of the pin, size of the pin, and design. It has a custom position by default. Also, we got presets. The destination has a drop-down menu. In the drop-down menu, you will find a position presets. There are almost all the capitals of each country. For this tutorial, I'm gonna use presets. I'm gonna start my route from Canada. We have a destination preset, the capital of this country, Ottawa. The second destination will be Mexico City, which placed in Mexico. Let's choose it from drop-down menu. Choose the second pin, then go to Effect Control, Destination. We have only 2 pins in our composition, so we need duplicate pins. Choose one of the pins. Go to Edit. Duplicate. Command+D on Mac. Control+D on PC. Then put duplicated pin layer under other pins. Choose the destination. Also, we need text for our pin. Choose one of the text layers and duplicate it. Put duplicated text under previous text layers. Go to Effects Control. In Position Control, choose our duplicated pin. As you could see, we need one more line. Let's duplicate the line. Put the line under the previous line. Choose the start position and then choose the end position. When you build a big scene with a bunch of elements, you need to structurize it. You always should know where the last element in your scene, that's why I put the duplicated layer under. Also, I need to save the project using a different name. The next steps would be absolutely the same. I'm gonna duplicate points, lines, and text and place it according to the route. I will speed up this a bit. I won't make the lines a bit higher. Choose Line. Go to Effect Controls. Choose 3D Line Height. Increase the numbers from 50 to 70. Do the same with other lines. Paste your text. Also, you could align the text paragraph to the center, left, or right. Let's make a preview to see what we got. Now animation of all our elements starts simultaneously. We need those elements to appear one by one according to our preview. Let's set starting points in the timeline. Move the current time indicator forward on the 3rd second. Choose the second pin and hit square bracket on your keyboard. And now the pin starting appear on the 3rd second. Of course, you could move it manually, but this way is much faster. Move the current time indicator forward on the 5th second. Choose the 3rd pin and hit square bracket on your keyboard. The time between our pins will be 2 seconds. it, not the rule, because you could set up the timing whatever you want. Move the current time indicator forward on the 7th second forward +2 seconds and so on. The next steps would be absolutely the same. I will speed up this a bit. Now we have some kind of stairs from the layers in the timeline. Let's make a preview to see what we got. Now our elements appears one by one, that's what we need. The next step is the camera movement. Open Camera Rig Composition. Here we have a camera rig without keyframes. I will explain how it works. The Adobe After Effects has a difficult camera setup, especially for beginners, but his rig allows you to create a smooth camera movement, even if you are a beginner. The first layer is the resolution control. When you activate draft quality, it makes a resolution lower and allows us to animate your camera faster. So I will activate it. The next layer, camera settings control. Here we have settings that control the depth of field and zoom of the camera. The next layers are movement controllers. We have 10 controllers. The length of the layer is the time from one destination to another. In point of this layer is the start of the movement. The out point of this layer is the end of the movement. In our scene, we got a simple movement from left to right. So we gonna use only one layer. Choose other layers and move them forward. Do not delete them, because they all connected by the expressions. If you delete them, you get warnings that you have an error in the project. Choose position 1 to position 2 layer and stretch it up. In my case, the animation is 15 seconds long. So I stretch it to 15 seconds. Then I go to Effect Control and change the first position of our camera. Select position 1 and change data. Also, I will change the rotation a bit, to get a more interesting look. It will be a starting point for the animation. Move current time indicator to the end of the layer and set the second position and rotation. Select position 2 and change data. Let's make a preview to see what we got. Go to Camera Settings Control and activate the depth of field. I just show you how it works. Increase the blur and aperture settings and you will see the depth of field. Choose position 1 to position 2 layer and set focal distance. I trying to set my focus in South America. So other countries will be out of focus. Also, you could change the focus point for the second position, but I don't want to change it because it's satisfying me now. But there is the one thing that you need to know about the depth of field in After Effects. The higher the blur and aperture numbers, the longer the render. If you want to get shallow depth of field, the render time increases 2 or 3 times. It depends on the setting. For this scene, I don't want to use depth of field at all. Go back to resolution control and disable draft quality. The next step is the most interesting part of the tutorial. Open Map Design Composition. Here you could change colors and set the look of your map. Let's watch color presets. I like this one. Choose the map design layer. And change settings as you want. Here you could customize it a bit. I leave this texture with a flickering dots. Then I choose the background grid. The next step is rendering. Open 720p composition and make the preview. 720p will be enough for draft preview. The preview render takes a few minutes. Then you could render it in full HD or 4K resolution. If you already have work experience in After Effects, it will be easy peasy for you. If you are a beginner, just follow step by step according to this tutorial. I hope this tutorial has been useful to you. Thanks for watching it.